Yep, I am live. And then this traditional fixing the table thing for the camera. How can I? How about this? Okay. Yeah, well, it's Saturday and I got something. I'm not really sure if it's a stream material because I don't really have like the complete idea in my head. So let's see what, what this stream is going to end up with. Um, I have a little bit of a haul. I usually don't shop. I think it started as a good habit way back when COVID was introduced in the society because, I didn't have any income. So I was just like forced not to shop, right? And then it just carried on last year as some sort of a good habit. I can't really explain it. And then this year I actually pondered about because I am a person who likes to track stuff. So I thought I should start writing down my spending, and I do it in this book here. And I've had like a lot of days in January with no spend. So the 27th, I decided to maybe it was time to just, you know, spend some money. So I went two places. I went to a real art store because I really would love to try this watercolor ground. It's from Core. I've been viewing a lot of YouTube uploads where they're using this and claiming that you can transform homemade papers into a surface that gets this sizing that will appreciate watercolor and wet mediums better. And I have made a lot of my own homemade papers. So I thought I would give it a try because the clear gesso and the gelatine that I have added on my homemade papers is not, it's not like I know it can never be like Arches, right? But I just kind of is not satisfied with the way media behaves on it. So I'm gonna give this a try and see if it kind of works. And then I went out and got this 60 set of oil pastels from Royal Talents. It's their Van Gogh sticks. And it's because I was eyeballing the Caran d'Ache, right? They cost a fortune. So I was thinking, maybe I should just go for something that will substitute my hunger for this Caran d'Ache product. Because what I think Caran d'Ache is that it's a little bit firmer stick, but yet very pigmented and glides well. I got the Mungios. I like them a lot. And I'm a little bit low on the black and going a little bit low on the white also. So I thought that I should go out and get like black and white, but if you buy them separately, you will have to, in my case, to buy Senneliers because those are the only ones who sold single in my art store. So I was looking at the price and then I figure out, you know what, I can try this set and see if I like it and then get the black and the white. And I actually like it a lot. It turns out that it is this kind of a firmer stick. Um, so it will give you that soft. Let me just grab one. It will give you that really nice stroke, but also a soft that you can blur out a little bit. And the little bit I like a lot because my Mungios, sure, I can also get that really soft stroke, but it kind of blurs out a lot. So you get this is just one layer, right? When you work in layers, it just builds up, and then suddenly you are leaving your fingerprint on the paper, and I don't really like that. So that's why I thought I should try this. I like it a lot. Okay, and then I went to something that's not an art store, but more like a craft store, and I got washi tape. I use them a lot for the edges on my sketches because they don't rip off the paper and chew it off as much as like my painter's tape. And then they had this like a flow book, you know, washi and die cuts, and it's mostly like happy birthday cards, alphabets that you can push out. I'm a sucker for these books. It's just filled with stickers and fun papers and a lot of, surprising things like punch out envelopes. So it's like a fun activity book, you could call it that. Yeah. So if you want to jazz up something, whether it's a gift or a card or your own journal, then I really like these books. I had one similar for Christmas. Can I see if I can find it? I totally dismantled that and used the heck out of it. Okay, from the top of my head, I just can't find it right now. And then this flat brush. I know it's not like a Japanese haku brush or what's they're called, but I just think that for applying gesso, it would be awesome because my gesso container got this like humongous lid. So just by dipping in, I can get like a nice coat on a brush that's like not expensive. So if I mistreat it, I will not be sad. And then one good thing is that this will not make me leave the brush into the container. I'm so bad at just dumping it in and leaving it. And then because there's a brush inside, I don't put a lid on it. And so this is to break a bad habit in my creative space. So hopefully it will help me. Okay, I want to play with stickers today. I have gone totally crazy with my sticker anthology books and my botanical sticker book. I'm talking about these antiquarian sticker books right here. And I don't know how many of you guys got these sticker books, but they contain, I think it's like 1,000 stickers each. And most of the stickers, when you look at them, are kind of strange, In this, there is this selection of like Halloweenish, scary looking stuff. And then it jumps to something that's like, I won't say like beautiful, like, wow, it's so pretty. It's just strange, filled with a lot of colors, like a little bit Art Nouveau-ish kind of thing. So I got this image inside of my head of something I want to create where I can use some of these kind of dark, strange stickers because it's very easy for me to find usage for something bright like this bird or these flowers. But when it comes to these kind of, I think you know what I mean, like this guy caught in a snake. How would it ever become natural? I mean, to use, I think that's a little bit dark. Also, this one, it says spectaculum, but the way he's grinning is just scary. I mean, that's a scary guy, right? If you met him in an alley, you would like walk the other way. So some of these gloomy stickers, I think I have an image inside my head that I want to create today together with you guys, and then see if I can use some of these oddball stickers. But first, let me show you. Hi, Sandra. Welcome. I'm so glad you're here. It's always totally nerve wracking sitting talking to the void. So just thank you so much for showing up. I cut my finger. I got a new knife for the kitchen. And before I unwrapped it, I warned everybody in the family, hey guys, new sharp knife. This is sharp. I mean, not just sharp, but like ridiculously samurai knife, sword sharp. And then I cut myself. So, but let me show you what I've been doing with the stickers. It's rather huge, so I'm gonna leave the chair and fetch it. So, hang on. I wonder how I can make the camera see everything. Maybe if I go all the way up like this. Yeah, but as you can see, it's like really big, you know? What's blocking here? You're glad? I'm glad you're showing us. It's so cool. Use yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm reading it from a distance. I'm getting old. I need glasses. Yeah. You know what? I got three of the sticker books, which sums up to what 3,000 stickers in total. Nobody needs so many stickers, right? So what I did was simply, I think most of you guys can recognize the stickers from the sticker book. I just took the stickers and mashed it down into a collage. And this is that nasty spider sticker. And then I tried to make like a, a dress thing here where I used some twine and some eyelets. And then I know you guys dislike it, but I used gelatos on this one. I don't have regular skin tones in gelatos, and it's not like I can mix colors, so it's a little bit off with the skin tone, but it kind of was, forced to just use what I have. So I really love the way this is coming out. I totally fussy cut out some of the stickers to make bracelets, but as you can see, you can actually incorporate these things in your drawings. It just looks from a distance, it looks so I don't know. It just got this vibe over it that you can see it's a collage, but it looks cohesive because I top coated all the stickers with the some sort of the same color, so it doesn't look so crazy. That was one of them. Then I made this one, and oh my god, it is so beautiful. I don't think the camera catches it, but it actually glows. It's like it's it is so vibrant, like it's illuminated when it's dark. Um, I have no idea why it's so vibrant, so colorful. I think it's because I used a lot of foil and stuff. But there's just something about color choices, everything. It just makes it totally glowing. But when I made this one, I wanted to use those big sheets. In the sticker books, I'll just get it. All these stickers, they're from the botanical sticker book, and it comes with these rather large sheets like this one. And I was thinking that I could cut that out into a shape. So that's what I did. And then I just collected a ton of butterflies so that I could like line them up. So yeah, that was like really fun to make. I really like it a lot. And then it comes with a story. If you can read Japanese, you will see that I did my best attempt to write the word Hiroshima down here in Japanese. And then I don't know if any of you guys are familiar with Sadako and the Thousand Paper Cranes story. It's about a girl who survived the initial bombing, but she died later on by the radiation. So before she died, she wanted to fold 1,000 paper cranes because in Japanese history and culture, if you fold in origami 1,000 paper cranes, you are granted a wish. And her wish was to be able to run again. So she folded, and um, yeah, it's kind of sad. Some say that she managed to fold 644 and then she passed away. And then her friends folded up the remaining up to the 1,000. But her family uh, is saying that she actually folded more than 1,000. So it's a little bit strange story. But anyway, I wanted to include the folded cranes, and I tried to do them in foil. I'm not so fond about the result. I think there is, it just looks a little bit messy, but at least I got my story, you know. And then these are not hakus, but it should be looking like names. So this is actually a piece that's going to be a person who is reminiscing over the ancestors. So that's why she is having such a sad expression in her face. And I try to also make like, I don't know if you can see it, but I can see it. I don't think the light picks it up. She's got a tensed muscle in her jaw. So, and it was really difficult to make because she's got that white face color on it on her. You know, they put white makeup on their skin. So yeah, I really love this. Maybe I can get it up to the camera so you can see her face better. But I did try and make like a tense area here so she won't just be smiling or something. But they're very like peaceful people. So this is just, I really love this one. So of course I wanted to try something similar. I just want to say I went and redid this because what I dislike about this piece is that I don't have the top of the circle, so it's disturbing me. So visually, if you guys can see how disturbing it is that I don't have the round circle. So yeah, I did it one more time. And then this, I wanted to work with the white kimono and also make like a radiant drawing. So I used a lot of shimmery, but can you see how different the composition gets when you get the whole round circle? It just changes things. So let's see. Did you draw the birds? Yes, I freehand draw them with the sticker glue, cosmic shimmer glue. So, and on this one, I have this delicious white kimono that I wanted to look like silk, come off like silk. So I don't think the camera is picking it up, but I got a lot of shimmery going on with the Sennelier metallic oil pastel set, where I'm trying to put in a lot of very subtle hues here to make it looks like a silky kimono. And then when you look at this in person, you'll see that this bluish tone up here because it's water lilies in the water, and then it goes down to more copperish tone down here. So it's really pleasant to look at this. I don't think the camera even picks up the coloration of the frame. I worked a lot with the frame, the colors to make it transition from, so there's like a purple stripe going this way up with the sun, but okay, my camera doesn't pick it up. Maybe it picks up a little bit here. You can see like this is more reddish compared to this that's like green and blue. I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, I really like this a lot. So I was thinking to work more with those stamp stickers. And what I got in mind is to just start to sketch out this image that I have in my head. And then if I'm lucky, I can get it down on paper. And if it doesn't work, then okay, then it's just not working. Let me see if I can get rid of some of the glare. The paper I'm using is this. It's called watercolor. The color, and it's an inexpensive 100 GSM A3 size. So it's just soft sketching paper. It's not cardstock or anything. And then what I do is that I double glue the pages so I get like a more sturdier substrate. But I do that when the drawing is finished. Then I kind of back it with an extra layer of paper. But this is just this is it. Let me see if I can get the full page. Okay, what I'm thinking about in my head, and it's a little bit strange. We have a pencil. I think I have one down here somewhere. Okay, now I'm thinking, so I'm a little bit quiet. Okay, I was talking about those gloomy stickers, right? Like those little bit scary looking stickers. Hmm. What if we had like, and now this is the weird part, right? There was a lot of children doing the concentration camps, and most of them actually grew up in the concentration camps and had to rely on stories and imagination. They didn't really see a lot of colorful things. So I'm thinking about this boy who is sitting in this striped pajamas looking outfit, and then the moonlight comes into the room, and instead of seeing the horrible thing that he would be viewing in the barrack, he's seeing this wall where the light hits with like stickers emerging. Like, can you picture that? Can you just see like a lot of fantasy, like like you're told about toys. Imagine growing up in a camp, a prison camp. You're told stories about toys. You don't really know how they look, but from older kids that remember them, they are telling stories about toys. So it may look something like we can find in this sticker book, like odd things. And then because it's going to be a drawing from a guy in a concentration camps, it also gives me an excuse to use some of these dark things in the really deep shadow. So yeah, like I said, maybe I shouldn't have streamed this at all, but maybe I can start working on some of the drawing, and then we will see how it will work. I would like him to have his shoulder right here so that I can have the yellow star somehow just peak, not a full formation of the star, but just so if someone puts two and two together, they will understand exactly what this is, what's going on in this picture. Yeah, it's a little bit gloomy. But if we have the boy here, and then just picture, hi Brenda, welcome to my stream. We don't see the windows, they're over here, so they would cast like, maybe we see the floor actually going here. What I love is that the windows will kind of form a cross, like from a church. Sorry for being quiet. I am sketching. It's the shadow, and then it can be like illuminated to the floorboards here, but it will have that slanted shadow also. Okay, let me get like a super straight line here. Hmm. I'm just lining it up. So I'm a little bit quiet now. Oh boy, Janet would love this, right? Getting out the ruler. Yeah, I know. I probably could have sketched this before, but maybe it's fun also to see, you know, to see stuff like this when you're sketching out things. Okay, the shadow down here with the light would be like really pronounced, like in stripes. So I'm not afraid to block them in like really crazy. That one's got a different, a wrong slant. Okay, the hunt for the eraser. Let me see. Yeah, that's better. Okay. I think this is going to be like a super long stream. So go and work in your famous, most best journal. So I think I will have like a mix of something that's not so pleasant. Oh, is it done spinning? I hope I'm back. Am I back? Oh, great. I was just about to type. You know, you feel so stupid when you're streaming because you're yelling, "Am I back?" But if I'm not back, then nobody can hear your voice, you know? So, these colorful fishes are like really fun. So now you can actually see the crazy process with just putting in a lot of stickers. Okay, here we got a floor that's going to like slant it a little bit. So I think I would play with that by doing something like this. Oh man. Fuzzy cutting with that plaster finger is not the best. Okay, we need something that's like toys. Let's see, what do we have? Maybe this funky shoe right here. And the kangaroo, that is just perfect. And also these kind of strange, like, like dress up people that are like dressing up. What about this, like a jester just having fun? Don't think that's super legal where he's at. Like strange dancing people. Oops. This crazy bird here. Oh my god. Some of these stickers. I remember when I first received the sticker book, I was looking at some of them thinking like, I am never gonna use a sticker like that. So it is it's a fun collection of really, really strange things. I wonder if there's like more like toy in the other sticker book. So let me just browse through this one and see. Oh, a kitten. Of course, like cute kittens. Hi, Jilly. Hi, Janet. I drew that for you. Drew that one? Oh, that one. I could imagine that. I could. That is like so you. Oh my god. Okay, for those who just came in, this is a little bit twisted. Um, I see a lot of dark stickers in this sticker collection, and I'm thinking, since I'm not that into Halloween, like how can I ever use these stickers unless I incorporate them in something really spooky? So I chose to pretend that when a kid grow up in a concentration camp and can't remember toys, they have to rely on stories from older kids about how it was like in a toy store. So I'm drawing this guy who is sitting, this little boy who is sitting, and then in the moonlight, he can see not the not the bad things in his barrack, but he can see this wall where the windows are coming in with a light of fantasy and imagination, and it's a mix of bad stuff and all the things he think a toy is. Like he has never seen a toy before. So it also has to have animals like cute dogs, because most of them probably have pets that they can recall. So it's a little bit gloomy, I know, but hopefully it will turn out to be like for me a really a page that matters, in the way that it came with a story. I think that's what I want to say. Like here, I want her face somehow to be something like here. So I need to cut this. I love how she's marveling with him. I'll just use this one up here as just some background. Now I want to find something that looks like a toy. A toy. For the, oh my god, House of Refuge, Reformation. That was way back in the 1700s, where they didn't have like real police or anything. Again, here they see a lot of work also. So, yep. Um, let's see. Oh, this one is perfect. He's blowing soap bubbles. I'm putting them on top of each other. So that's the collage part. Maybe how could this guy be? Oh, I ripped him. Yeah, that's the bad thing. If you keep these stickers too long on your hand, it will just get stuck. Oh, this is a cute one. Look at her with a doll. Okay, I saw beaked things. Okay. I kind of got lost in the translation for me. Okay, let me grab that other sticker book and see if there's something. Thelia? Ugh, no idea. These guys like playing cards. Okay, look at me, not able to kick out a pair of feet. Let's go here. Oh man. No, I was thinking like fighting swords. Hmm. Oh man, this is so cute. Like a little imp with a giant mushroom in a wagon. Who can say no to that? Hmm. It must be so horrible to watch this stream because you probably seen like, there, Lena, stop. There was a fun one, and then I'm not even seeing it or catching it. This rabbit reminds me of like magic, like magicians things, even though. So maybe it can come up behind this gnome here. And oh my god, people talk so much about food where he's at. So red strawberry is just perfect. Hmm. Wonder if this is how they played. Imagine not having any toys. These shadow. Oh, a cat with a banjo. Does it get any better than that? Fits right here. Eh, they could actually have done a sticker insert with just old-fashioned toys. You know, like one of those real old toys way back where they used like steam. Oh my god, did you guys hear about that? Was it called The Little Chemist? There was this set that you could get for kids as a Christmas gift back in the, let's just say, 7 or 1800. I don't know when, but it's like way back where you actually could make tiny explosions, and some kids managed to blow themselves up because it came with no instructions. So the instructions were so lame and the chemicals were so dangerous. So of course they took it back from the market. But can you imagine back then that you actually was able to get a set like that? We are getting there, that colorful, sparkling. Oh my. Of course we need this one, right? Can you art with a subject like this? I think yes. Um, it's a little bit morbid, but it just when things are getting a little bit serious, and you don't like goof around, then I think you get a different session out of it. Like I could sit and make something like really fun, or a pretty face, or but sometimes I like to be a little bit dark with my page spreads because I don't know, not because I'm crazy, but like I said, it becomes a different kind of work when you are doing something that is with a subject that's a little bit gloomy. Oh, this kids with a giant egg. And then this rabbit telling stories, reading from a book. Okay, we could actually have something. Let me see. Right here. Um, Now I am looking for something cohesive in color that I can put right there. Because this right here is going to be his face, so it's not, it matters what I put here. That's what I want to say. I want to make his face not using like skin tones, but maybe I could put in this orange fish, and then if I'm like really lucky, I can make it radiate a little bit of orange to his skin, like all this that we are watching is glowing. Okay, so if I want this like that, and then I want his face. Yeah, it's horrible to sketch like this, by starting out cutting out stickers. But I think I will sketch up his face with gesso so that I don't have to rely totally on these that cut line I did right there for his chin. Okay, let's get some tiny to fill in these tiny areas here. Oh, I love that there is like a ton of gemstones in this one. Oh, we got tiny butterflies. That's perfect. That is like a happy symbol. A peace dove. Oh my god. Perfect. A cat playing the a music instrument. Hilarious. And here this guy talking with a giant squirrel. Perfect. We have a shoe. Oh my god, this is so funny. Look at this ridiculous page with this guy. This is so funny. Let's see. So I think that I got most of the areas kind of stickered in right here. Okay, it takes a while. I got some areas right there that I need to block. So how about half a face? We got this up here. A scary looking fish. Okay, let me trim off the edges here. I should get like a bigger scissor. So are you guys still with me? I know that it's a little bit difficult to search for stickers and see the chat at the same time. Okay, so I simply just cut the overhanging stickers off the page. And now I have to top coat all of this with some matte medium to kind of marry it better to the paper, but I have to rely on the glue on the sticker itself because no way I'm going to lift it and do matte medium underneath them and then on top of them. That would be like a full-time job, you know. I got two spots right there that are kind of empty. So let's find something small. Oh, you're still here? Oh, perfect, perfect. Just checking, you know. How about flowers? That's also like colorful. That was one of them. I wish that there was like more toys, like a little red wagon or a train or you know something that would look like toys. We got some areas, but I think we'll do with this. Okay, let's get to matte medium. Now I'm really smiling because I can use my new brush. How will I scoot it out? Maybe I just need to. Let me try like this first. Ooh, it is fast. I have had issues when gluing stickers. On the other collages that I have made, I have tested out different things. First, I went in with matte medium on the bottom and then matte medium on the top. And then for some oddball reason, the sticker starts to bubble up and it was so annoying. And I can only be so gentle with a credit card scraper to mash them down to the paper because they have all these edges, you know. So then I tried to use the Yoo-Hoo glue stick and it was a little bit better. But then came the issue with the bubbling back when I used acrylic paint on top of it because the top surface of the sticker was still like just plain paper and only had glue on the bottom of it. So I have yet to figure out what's the best solution. It could be to now this is like I'm testing if it will only stick with matte medium on top of it. And if it will not, then I guess that it has to be a tedious job where you first glue them down with Yoo-Hoo sticks, glue sticks, and then top coat it with matte medium to make it stay. And then during the drying process, you have to sit and supervise it with a credit card scraper ready to mash down anything that wants to lift up. Yeah, this tiny brush is actually cool for this gluing thing. Oops, forgot to put back this. Oh, you really have to be gentle at this stage. Now I'm just supervising it. It takes a while for the moist to soak into the sticker paper or the paper of the sticker. So just because you got it mashed down now doesn't mean that it won't buckle up. But hopefully it will stay put. So far it looks okay. I actually think that I could go on and heat set it now. I also noticed that if you have a buckle and you heat set it, it will just, you know, stay like that. Like it's drying up with that buckle. So it is kind of important to get it mashed down before starting with the heat gun. Okay, I'm gonna heat set it. Cover your ears. Oh, I got a tiny thing sticking out right here. Okay. I think it needs to be completely dry because I want to go in with an oil pastel and retouch the line work. So that's why I'm touching it all over. I am protaging the page. So let me go in with an oil stick. Instead of using the ruler, I will try and freehand it so it will appear more like a shadow, you know. They have to be like completely diagonal, these window lines here. Otherwise, I think the illusion will fail. And this one can be like a little wider because it's closer to the real window, actual window. I am not going to draw in the actual window. And then we have some line work right here. Just got home. Sorry, I'm late. It's okay, Rhonda. It's a little bit, I almost want to say boring stream because there's a lot of work in this drawing here. So it can't be done like swift, like bam, bam, and then you got to finish drawing. So this is going to take a long time. Okay, I want to apply black paint, but I don't want to cover up the stickers. So, and I'm not experienced in this. So what I do, I need something to dry. I take a piece of paper and then I apply my paint and then I buff it off. And I am very annoying to watch doing it because I'm constantly buffing off and then adding and then buffing off. And it's because once you add too much, like here you can see the sticker is gone, right? So it have to be a slow process of building up the value that's going to be dark without covering the images. So I'm just being really slow, taking my time, one area at the time. And this is where I experienced that the stickers re-buckle up once more. And I think if I try this technique more in the future, I will learn the right consistency for the matte medium coat. So it will be like a plastic shield for the moist in the acrylic. Okay, I'm starting really subtle. That's how I like to do it. Just nice and controlled. I'm using acrylic and not like a oil pastel or whatnot because I think it's faster. But I bet that there must be some sort of, you could take a new color 2 or a gelato, do the same, and then use a wet baby wipe to buff in or out of the color. Because the downside about acrylic is the issue with the drying time. If you fiddle too long one place and your intention was to buff off some of the darkness and it managed to dry up on you, then you're just kind of a little bit screwed, you know. So but what I do is that I simply just slowly build in the values, because I can always add more, but it's difficult to go backwards and revitalize the color of the stickers. I hope you understand how important it is to take it slowly in this process. Now I want to work on the darkest areas. I think it would be like really dark up here and then in that corner right there. So my paper is moist, so I'm just gonna heat set it so I don't lift off anything. Yeah, I won't lift up anything. I'm gonna have a break with this brush, so to prevent it from drying up on me, I'm just gonna moist it with some water. And now I'm gonna take a dark oil pastel, and what I want to do is to show that this is a floor. And one of the ways to do that is to actually give the floorboards and it's in a barrack, so I think it's like really wide boards. That's the floor. I don't know if I should do something about the wall. I can make a hint of the. Do we have the top roof? Do we have it so it's like a ceiling starting here? Nope. I think I should just gently go in with some line work here. Now I'm switching to some sort of a brown color. I try to carry the line from the actual wall to the enlightened wall area. Okay, we got that. Let's buff in some more of the dark tones. Yeah, this is freaking cool. You can just feel that skull up there. This is like a totally a dry brush now, so I can get these strange stripes. Okay, I'm gonna let that be like this right now. Now I want to put in the, it's supposed to be like moonlight, but I think it can have like a yellow glow to it. So I'm just gonna try and wash off this crazy brush and switch color to a yellow. Ooh, we're having a fierce storm today. It's almost like hurricane in speed. I don't know if you can hear that. It's hammering on the window. I think I will go for this color shift yellow because I want to drag it up into the dark, and it is very beautiful when you get it in on a dark background. It can help it to look like illuminated somehow, I hope. Not sure. I can only hope. Yeah. Up close where I'm sitting, I am getting that illuminated look. This is so colorful to look at with all the colors from the stickers. Let's get some luminosity right here also. Right here in this spot here. I think we should shift gear into some reddish tones here. Oops. That was a little bit too much. I'm taking it off because then I can really use the palette to mush it into the bristles without getting too much. So I'm just gonna take some off. Right here, I would like some warm red tones instead of just the cold yellow. And maybe also on this side right here. I'm gonna leave this area right here matte, like the light is going, if you can follow my thought, it's going like down here. I think we need a little yellow for the floorboards here. Yeah, it takes a long time, but it's nice to sit with and work. You know, all the stickers, it's just fun to use them. And of course, there is a little bit of drawing in it also. Can't be avoided. But you can almost make a whole page spread without needing to draw much, like this boy could be a silhouette if you wanted it to. So you totally would avoid having to make facial features. Yeah, it's very close to what I was imagining in my head, like this subtle appearance of things on the wall, and it's very visual with the fun things. There's like no skulls or anything spooky in the windows itself. The spooky comes from the dark up here. So yeah, I really love. Can you see that face emerging right there? It is awesome. Also the star symbol here. So yeah, so far I really like it. What a shame that you guys who are watching on the stream got that unfortunate glare right there. What can I do? Maybe I can slant it. I know it just looks like a dead spot, but I don't have a dead spot when I look at it in person. Maybe you could see it a little bit here. This is more like how I am viewing it. So it's a little bit sad that it glares so much. Don't know what I can do with the light. Should I try and turn off the light? Hmm. That's annoying to watch, isn't it? Is it, or is it better? Maybe it's better. I don't know. So let's see. There is a crazy amount of snow. Oh my God, you have a blizzard. It snows and 60-mile winds. Oh, shoot. Yeah, we got really strong winds today. They call it hurricane, like storm, but we don't have actual hurricanes in Denmark. Not a lot. I know that there are out at sea, but it's very rare that we see a hurricane. But storms sure have picked up the last 5 years. Every winter we have had like really ferocious storms. But yeah, I do live up north, so it shouldn't be like a surprise. But still, the islands like Great Britain usually shield us from the worst storms coming from Alaska and Canada. So this time it just went right over dot and hit my country instead. So Mother Nature has changed. Okay, now comes the hard part. I need to sketch in our guy here. I want him to come from a rather dark place with no stickers. So I have actually some blocking that I need to do. I need to block in some areas. So I need the white for the stripes of his shirt. So let me go in and then try and sketch him. Of course, I want him to be really skinny, hungry looking. Poor guy. So it's important that the shirt is a little bit too big for him. Like it doesn't really fit him. and that I don't give too many impressions of like fully fleshed um, features. Okay, once again, I'm quiet now because I'm sketching. One would think that it's easy because there's so many stripes, right? But it actually makes it a little bit more confusing to look at. But maybe it would help if I started blocking in some of the colors of the stripes. And then I'm thinking I should go for this color here. If you don't pick up the references in this drawing, it will just be a boy in a striped pajamas. Okay. Sorry. Well, it takes a long time to make these drawings. So let me do like Mary, like I tell you guys when I'm looking up in chat. So it doesn't get confusing to watch. Okay, I'm gonna look at chat now. Hi, Devin. You're out doing errands and can't stay. It's okay. It's a slow one today, Devin, because there's a lot of drawing, and sketching. So this is actually not a super light and fun stream. It's more one of those you probably should watch recorded because then you can totally skip because time is scarce, right? So I totally understand if people want to skip streams like these. There's this nature. Um, I'm mixing in a little bit gray to get the shadow tones in here. And I'm trying not to mess it up too much. I want some black in the background. What do we have? this little nub left here. So it was just the last minute to go get new pastels. The very, very last day to do so. Okay, the good thing about oil pastels is that you can smudge a ton. So I can really make a very dark corner down here. But the way that I'm smudging best is to drag color upwards. So when I'm doing these drawings, I am flipping the paper up and down, up and down, up and down. Oh my God, I have something to tell you guys. You know Edwin, the what is it called? Is what was the name? Middle Earth Storytime Teller. You know, the one that the Dee Dee is I almost said promoting is talking about. I went and saw my first of his stream, and he was reading up from the Lord of the Rings, and then suddenly he picks up his the Middle Earth guy, he picks up his dog, and I'm like, where have I seen that dog before? I know that dog, and then I realized, oh my God, back in 2019. Didi was penciling in a sketch of Susu, and I sketched along with her. So that's you can see the dog on my Instagram. It's one of the posts way below because it's so old. But wasn't that funny? Like I was sitting there looking at that dog, thinking that I knew it in person, but it was just because I once had sketched him or her. I don't know if it's a female. Isn't that hilarious? So I was sitting and spending, I think, 4 or 5 minutes thinking about where have I seen this dog? It's like I know it, like I know every feature of it. So puzzle solved. It was from a paint along with Dee Dee. So it was just kind of fun, like not knowing the person and then getting to know the person years after, and then I actually have a sketch of his dog. This drawing is taking shape. I can feel that now it's kind of growing on me, like really likable. Is it a waste of stickers when you're just gonna cover them up? I don't know. I don't think so. I think that they serve a purpose as a collage item in this page right here. But sure, if you really love your sticker books and every tiny sticker of the book, this is not something that's gonna come natural to work with them like this, because then you really feel that you're wasting your stickers. So, but like I said, 3,000 stickers in total if you got all three books. I mean, that's just ridiculous amount of stickers. I got some of his pajamas, you could call it, down. I need to work with the colors, but I'm waiting a little bit because I'm not sure whether I should come in with yellow highlights, like a yellow backlight, because the windows, can you imagine, like the real windows are here and they're casting this yellow hue. So I could like go like really yellow on these areas. um So I'm not deciding that yet. But let's say that I didn't want to take advantage of yellow backlight. I should pick black to kind of make him be in a dark spot looking at something bright. It's two different effects. It would make him more sad, like he's in a dark corner looking at something really bright. Or we can use the yellow on him to bring some joy into him. Probably going to do that. Okay, I'm pouring up some tea. Maybe I should visually show it so you don't think that I went to the bathroom. I got like the earth's slowest teapot ever, ever, ever. Here we go. Oh, thank you, Rhonda. Oh, you think it's interesting? Yeah. Well, I am procrastinating because I need to make him bald. I have never done a bald child before, so I'm sitting here pondering. I definitely need more sketch lines. I need the ears. He's looking upwards, so his ears would be somewhat like here. I have never attempted making a very malnourished kid before either, so no plum cheeks. So I'm actually wondering whether they are too filled. Maybe I should just stick with them. I definitely think that he would have like a. I'm just playing with the figure right now. There. Could do like that. Let's see. Now I really want my coffee. Yeah. Now I'm thinking about how I should flesh him up. If I should do it in acrylics or with gelatos. Or maybe just with pastels. This is like a middle tone. Let's see. He's hungry, right? So I'm gonna give him a lot of shadow on the cheeks. And see how it sits with me. we need some sort of I also want him to look a little bit not super clean, but you know, like let's see. Got it. See you later. That's good, Devin. Yeah, we're getting there. Now I need a transition color from the head. Should I try this greenish? Now I need something where like he has been shaved, but the hair is still. He's not like bald. He's got some sort of. Oh my god, it's so sad having to make a kid like this. It is so sad. I think I would bring in some of the yellow as highlight just to see it. I'm gonna apply with a finger. I know, because I'm a pig. Coming here. I'm almost off camera. I'm working on the backlight because I'm in doubt whether I should give him that white Let me just show you. I can always block it out again. I wanted to give this white highlight right here, you know, but my issue is that he's not bald, you know. So I need to be a little bit careful with the highlights, in my opinion. Plus, the skull is not completely like a round fruit. It's got this structure, so I need to mash down some weight up here at least. And then there is this area up here that's just white. I dislike that, so I'm gonna paint it in. For that, I will take a brush. I'll take this one. Okay. Still super careful with the yellow highlights here. Putting them in sporadically. I think for the front of his outfit, I should grab some dark gray. That was a little bit too dark. Maybe. Yeah. And then some dark right here. Yeah, I got black on my fingers, so now I'm gonna squeeze in some residue to get those impressions of, you know, not bald, shiny like Bruce Willis. Okay, let me baby wipe my fingers. Yeah, I think it's difficult to make him because it's the first time I've tried to make a maltreated child before. So I wanted to be a little bit melancholic, but yet some positive in it. Like I wanna leave him thinking that this was a joyful moment. And sometimes life is captured in moments and not in, you know, it's a moment. So I'm so glad that I chose this composition where I didn't have to have his eyes showing. So you just see him look up, and he doesn't look that sad if you ask me. So let's get in some more values here. Yeah, I think I like it. Hmm. For fun, let's try and frame it in a black frame and see if that changes anything about the way we look at the drawing. I don't think that I want to do like all four frames, all four sides, just three of them, maybe. Yeah, it matters a little bit. Well, I like it. I like that it's luminous. It's so annoying for people who was watching the stream because of all the glare. Such a great topic. Most people wouldn't want to address a child sadness or curiosity over something like this. Oh, thank you. But I had this image. Um, I am a very I see things in pictures, and I had this image, and this is like nothing like that went on in my head, because it was like, if I had to make what I saw behind my eyes, I would need like a really large piece of paper. And I had this image of this boy standing in the end of a barrack where you can see all the beds. They were lying in three tiers, and all the chunky poles of the beds had these dancing stickers image on it, like someone turned on a projector in the end of the barrack, and then he was just seeing what he think is toys. So of course I was like, no, because now I know that I have to create it on a piece of paper. And that's the toughest thing. I think most of my most beautiful paintings has happening inside my head and never on the piece of paper. So I was just like, no, no. Why did I have to think about that? Because I was hoping for something different to do with all the stickers. But I get the idea, I get the idea that this is his imagination of a colorful, positive thing seen in shadows. So yeah, let me turn on the big light so you can maybe see some more. Because I see every single thing uh, going on. So it's a little bit shame that the streaming doesn't show it that visual. Yeah, but I like it. So thanks for, yeah, you see I can just keep on adding more and more. It needs a little bit of yellow highlight on the color, and that's so typical. When I turn off the camera, then I might go to the bathroom or something, and then I come back, and then I see this very important thing that needed to be put in the drawing, and I was like, oh, why didn't I get that detail with me on the actual stream? So I'm always a little bit frantic when I'm about to end the stream because that's like last train for putting in more colors. It made me really think while I'm sitting here. Oh, thank you, Janet. So, yeah, because can you imagine growing up in a place like that? And kids are very subs. What's it called? Oh, I know all the Danish words for it. Kids know about joy, know about laughing. It comes natural to them. So of course they might be able to survive things that we adult things think are impossible because we have a different mindset. So we always think that, oh, kids took the worst blow, kids, it was baddest for the kids or something like that. But we kind of forget that their imagination is unspoiled by bad stuff. So they can actually find beauty in the most obscure things. So uh, it it part it part history that needs told more, and she can't capture it. Oh yeah, yes, that is true. With the being a witness, that is just the point. So, oh my God, my son, he visited Auschwitz and took pictures. And he was while he was in Berlin, he sent pictures to my phone. I just had goosebumps, man. I'm telling you, I was like, oh my God, it was so huge. The area was so big. So yeah, it was. I'm just glad that him and some friends decided to take a summer week off and then visit that historic place because it is important. So yeah, I'm so jealous at my son. He goes to museums and all those kind of things that I think that I'm the kind of person who should do that. So I was like, damn, are you going to Berlin? I was like, no, can I come with you? But I can't. Nobody takes their mom along on a trip like that. So you see, could kids today even imagine what it was like for their great grandparents? At what point in our life do we recognize the world for what it is? You know what? There are so many things that we take for granted. Like I remember we were in the car and my son, he wasn't that old. And then I told him, I knocked on the window and said, roll down. And he's like, why are you doing this? Because we got electric windows. I grew up with no electric car windows, so it's natural for me that you roll them down. So there's just so many things like evolution happens in small steps for us. But when you tell them that we grew up without iPhones, they're like, well, how did you guys communicate? How did you guys find each other? I mean, we went to those reunion parties. They were important back then because that was the kind of Facebook touchdown. That's the only chance you got to meet up with people and reconnect. So there's just so many things where today my son, if he's walking down the street and he realized that he left house without his phone, he's turning around, going back, getting the phone, and then continue. I would never, I would never erupt my trip halfway to go home to get my phone. you know I've lived so many years of my life without a phone, a portable phone, so it's not that important for me. But for young people, it's like the, I don't know, something really really important. So yeah, but thank you guys for coming to my stream. Before I leave, now I'm so chattery, I want to show you something that I've found. uh, Remember, I had a stream where I was talking about the Midori. No, not the Midori, the Hobonichi. I really love that the idea of drawing a drawing of your day. So it's gonna be a little bit strange this one. I actually had once, and I still got that pencil set. It's right here. once upon a time, I had this as a journal setup where I had these 12 watercolor pencils, and then I had this book, and then I decided to draw my day, right? Okay, this is like my own homemade. You could say that it looks a little bit like Janet's Beast, where you start out with blank pages, and then you sketch in your calendar. So this is a September month in 2015. I laughed so hard when I found this. Each page is apparently one day. That day, I bought Kathy Arbor, not Kathy Arbor, Kathy King from Paper Phenomenal. I think she's called. She was no, what is it? Her name is Kathy King now, but she was Kathy. What was it? Oh, let me think. Mm, I just refer to her as Kathy. Okay, but I'm not talking about Kathy Arbor or Kathy Berg. I'm talking about Kathy from Paper Phenomenal because I'm scrapbooking at that moment. So I am receiving her monthly kits. So she had a kit with a planner kit, and that was just, I was waiting for it so much. Here this night, I had 3 hours of sleep. I mean, let's just reminisce over this because I have been suffering from a lack of sleep for years. But looking at this September spread, I realized, oh my God, it's actually quite a big problem for me because I get in between 3 to 4 hours of sleep each night. So no wonder that I'm fucked up in my head. Okay, we sold our apartment and just signed the contract. I went online shopping in a Japanese Midori store where I bought a original Midori pen holder for my leather Midori, and then I surfed the Hobonichi pages, and then I saw TV. And then this day right here, I'm talking about Hobonichi. I'm talking about my. I came home from work, and then my hubby had made dinner, and he made pita, and we bought a new no, I descaled the coffee machine. Yeah, it's so boring, right? But it's fun to see the drawing. And then my son had some schoolwork that did not that came home with a very bad grade, so I'm looking it through thinking, what the fuck, how could it go so wrong? Then my pen holder arrived to my Midori, and I'm not happy about it. Look at me, like, not happy about it at all. I don't like the way it looks. So I'm pissed there. And then this day, maybe I should turn the camera down further. This day I only slept. I was awake until half 3:30 in the night, and I have to get up 6:30 because my son needs to go to school, right? So that's like, did I say anything about sleep right here? No, nothing about sleep here, but 3 hours here, 2.5 hours there, right? And here I'm trying to clean up my scrap room. I'm, just drawing my scrapbooking room here. And here I'm looking after my aquarelle pencils. It's this one. That is so funny. And here the Kathy King is working on the planner kit in her classroom. So I'm watching that while I'm doing Project Life and doing scrapbooking. And then I'm sleepless again at 3 o'clock at night. And my son had to go to school and had some classes that he really disliked. So he was pissed. And then at work, somebody have drinking my beverage. I mean, I don't get it. At work, somebody drinks your beverages. I mean, that's up there with stealing somebody's lunch. I mean, that who does that, you know? You let him use that spotless oven. Holy crap, yes. And here my coffee machine exploded, and Here, oh yeah, this is me taking customer phone service for several hours in a row. It always pisses me off. So let's see, what am I doing here? Okay, here I bought a new fountain pen and some new color pencils. So yay! But doesn't it look crazy when you see it like this? And here I'm sitting up and looking at Kathy King's live classes to 3:30 at night. I'm so stupid, right? We picked up takeout, and I can't even tell on this drawing who is me and who is my hubby. Oh my god! And then my hubby came home with boxes, so because we have to pack down the whole apartment, and it's raining that day. Here I was at the supermarket, and my supermarket had cherry Pepsi Max beverages, and I tasted that for the first time and really liked it. Listers got a list, so I apparently started up a list, and that's how I am. We had to pack down the whole apartment and move, and the first thing I do is sit down and make a list, and then I managed to pack down 5 boxes and drag out. I remember, just like the KonMari thing, when you have to move, that's a perfect time to declutter. So I take out a lot of stuff and then kick out a bunch. Here I got priority mail from the USA, and it was my Cassie King planner set, and it was a Heidi Swap planner. And my son is sick that day, and we were supposed to go to a PTA meeting, but we couldn't because he was sick. And sleep tracker, I managed to sleep 5.5 hours. So that was actually a good day. Probably because he was sick. So I didn't have to get up at 6:30. Here I draw the layout of my Heidi Swap planner. um, I'm doing laundry. Got shit, yes. And see what's going on. Oh, I bought the mink foiling machine. Remember that? The mink? And then I start. It's just like the song, If I Had a Hammer All Day. I foiled everything. I mean, I probably got bitten by the same foil bug as Patty because I started to foil everything. And then I realized that if I printed out on my laser printer and put it through the mink, it would also foil it. So I just really got crazy, I recall it. And here I needed to insert 3 books in my Midori, and there is only like one elastic. So for weeks I have walked around, like, oh, do I dare punch a hole in my precious Midori to insert another elastic so I could get like 4 inserts in the same Midori? And I did. I did it. So now I can have 4 inserts in my Midori, and I just used the puncher from We Are Memory Keeper, so it was okay. This is my son. He's getting better, but he's still a little bit sick. And then we had sushi for dinner, and that's the cat. she, when we have sushi, he is. Normally we have, because we're only 3 people in my family, but most table sets come with 4 chairs. Then the cat is sitting on chair number 4, trying to pour into the table. So, and here I'm working on Project Life. These are like the big Project Life albums. Um, I'm still watching Paper Phenomenal. Uh, I bought some uh, sandalwood incense sticks, and I just testing them out. And we chose the yin yang incense thing. Yeah. Oh me. Here I made, and this is like my signature dish, or it was for quite a while, cook a wine with brownies. Cook a wine, I can't pronounce it correctly, but it's a French dish where you use a lot of red wine. So you end up with a gravy that is so yummy because you use the leftover from the steak, and then put a lot of red wine in it. So it's so good. Let's see. Yeah, and here I am listening to Bob Seger's old time rock and roll while I'm vacuuming, and then I vacuumed the cat. And then my brother came by, and we had a cup of coffee and sleep tracker. I went to bed at 4:30 and went up at 11 o'clock. So I actually slept 5 hours there. So, and here I'm just tired. Oh, let's see. But some of the things, like here, we're shopping clothes for my son because he needed a tracksuit for gym. So I just draw out, his trousers. This is a recipe on my famous apple crumble. I make like the best apple crumble and then serve it with vanilla ice cream. It tastes so good. It tastes so, so, so good. And then a cake a day keep the doctor away. And Project Life. And here I'm going crazy with all the cutting boards out in the kitchen. I am rinsing them down and then coating them with oil. So they become so shiny and precious that it's almost a shame to use them. Here, my son, oh, that's what happened there. My son, he got his braces. Is it called bracelets? I think it is. Like train tracks on his teeth. He got them put on there. So he was allowed to eat ice cream, I think 2 or 3 days after because his teeth were so sore. So I love draw your day journals. Wish I could stick with it. It looks so funny when I look at it like this. Not everything is like these 2 days. Nothing was really drawn, and here I'm slacking on it. But usually when I'm slacking, it is because I'm busy. Like when you're having a planner and it looks so full and like everything is like you're having a busy life, but actually in real life when your planner is totally empty, that's because you're busy, right? So as you can see, I'm slacking off and then it's becoming less and less and less drawing. And here we got a photo printer. No, what's it called? We got a printer with color cartridges, and we should not have gotten that because for the rest of this book, I'm printing out images instead of drawing my own. I'm just printing out cute stuff in color. So, see how boring is that? So sometimes it's not a good thing to get new toys, electric toys, if it makes you, skip drawing it yourself because this looks so cute and nice. So you just do that. So, yeah. But I just wanted to show this because I think it was so cute to see all these sketches and these drawings. And I totally forgot how crazy I was with that mink foiling machine. I actually recall the day that I realized that I could foil things from a laser printer. Oh my god, like everything got foiled. So that's funny. Yeah, but thank you guys for coming to my stream. It was a super long one, 2 hours and 15 minutes. It feels like eons. So, but thanks for everyone who made it so far this long. So, wish you a nice weekend. And before I go, I just want to show, with all this cold and snow and winter, my hyacinths decided to somehow bloom. Oh, they smell so delicious. Like really like not delicious. What is it called? The fragrance is just so delicate. I love it. People can keep their freesias, their lily of the valley, their roses, their lavender. For me, hyacinths is just like the perfect fragrance. So, but thank you so much for coming. Have an awesome weekend and see you out there on the YouTube. Bye bye.